2024 has certainly felt like a year when everyone's trend fatigue is starting to reach a boiling point, but trends do still exist. They aren't going anywhere. So today I just want to do a little look back at some of the trends that we did see this year and do a simple pass or fail grade for them. I don't really want to go into a tier ranking. I feel like that's overcomplicated. I just want to do a simple yes or no. Is this something that I like? Is this something that I can see myself continuing to use, or that I don't mind continuing to stick around for other people, you know, if it's something that I don't personally like. I guess kind of smash or pass, but like not smash or pass, because in this case pass is actually good. Like, it's a passing grade. And if you're new here, hello, my name is Melody. I make videos about customizing your clothes, creating costumes, and generally just being a crafty woman. You can also find me getting up to those same nefarious activities over on Instagram. I want to start off with some overarching, like, broader styles and aesthetics that we saw this year. The first one early in like January, February of 2024, obviously being the mob wife look. Now here's the thing. I genuinely thought when this first happened, I thought it was a joke. I thought like, oh, isn't that funny? People are dunking on the whole idea of aesthetics and making up this ridiculous one. I don't know, I still am convinced that it was meant as a joke, but people seem to have taken it literally, like some people anyway. I don't hate it, I just think it's silly. It really is like one outfit. It feels more like a costume. So I don't hate it, but I am gonna give this a failing grade. I don't think we need to bring this into the new year, into 2025. Another trending aesthetic was the bloquette look. That, guys, you don't see it outside of the city. You really don't. I really only saw this in pictures from Instagram and Pinterest. This one also gets a failing grade. It's kind of stupid. Again, it's like one outfit. It's one outfit. I think wearing jerseys is cute. I don't mind that. I think if someone has a jersey for a sports team that they like, I don't mind people wearing jerseys as a style fashion thing. I think that looks fine. I think there are ways that you can style it and it looks cool, and it's kind of this tomboyish sporty look, and I like that. But the whole bloquette thing, it just wasn't hitting. It just wasn't right. It definitely spiraled into that micro trend final boss thing where it just felt like people were throwing together outfits with the jerseys that were just like all the trending items. Another one that I saw trending was coquette, controversial for reasons that we will not go into in this video, which to me just felt like rebranded balletcore, or essentially the overall feeling and look of balletcore just evolved, like moved away from ballet. It was very dainty, frilly, girly, feminine look, lots of pink and white, sometimes a little girlish, and that can be controversial. And as someone who does like really girly styles, I want to give this one a pass if we can get away from the creepy implications. If we can somehow transition coquette into a slightly more grown look, I don't know, like get away from the little girl implications. Is that possible? Can we do that? It's basically just wearing like pink and white and frilly things, but like stop pairing it with pigtails and stuffed animals, maybe? I don't know. I don't have a solution for this, so I'm gonna give this one, you know what, rather than pass or fail, this one gets an incomplete, because I feel like we need to see the next step in its evolution for me to really say. The last overall style or aesthetic that I'll mention is the kind of cowboy aesthetic. I personally am a fan of this one. I want to give this one a pass. I don't think it really makes sense for people who live in the city, but as someone who lives out in the country surrounded by farms, I kind of like this one. So I do see a lot of cowboy boots and cowboy hats and just farm, like work attire on a regular basis. So I kind of like seeing it dressed up a little bit more. I'm a big fan of the cowboy boots, I'm not gonna lie. I know lots of people are totally over cowboy boots at this point. I still like them. I think they look really cool when you're actually wearing them for work, and I think they look really cool when you're dressing them up for, like, I don't know, a night out line dancing. So for some people, I think this is one outfit, especially if you are, like I said, someone who lives in a city where it doesn't really make sense with your lifestyle. I think having just a pair of cowboy boots or just one cowboyish outfit is gonna be enough for you to play around with this style if it's not part of your actual world. But this one I like. I'm gonna give it a pass. Even though I myself am not a cowgirl and I don't live on a farm, I have enjoyed playing with elements of that style a little bit more myself. And like I said, it fits well with my current environment and doesn't feel super out of place like a lot of these other aesthetics do. All right, next category is colors and patterns. We've all seen it, maybe not in real life, but at least online, the pop of red. I know some people are tired of this, and there are certain ways that people have been styling it where it kind of looks the same like copy paste outfit on multiple different people. But overall, I do like the pop of red. I'm gonna give this one a pass. I think we just need to get away from seeing it styled the same way or done the same way over and over. But I think like red tights with an outfit is really cute. A red ribbon or a red hair scarf. For me, I also like wearing my red Converse. I've had them for over a decade and they're a really fun way to add a pop of color. So I like the pop of red. I think what would be fun is to see more pops of different colors. Similar, but slightly different, is burgundy. We've been seeing burgundy everywhere, and this is one that I have actually seen in real life with my own eyes, not just on my Instagram feed or whatever. I really like burgundy, and I'm actually glad that it's been coming back into style because for a while it felt like everyone really hated burgundy. It is kind of reaching the point of oversaturation though. Like a month ago I went with my husband to a work event of his, like an award ceremony, and so many women were wearing burgundy dresses. It was kind of shocking actually, just like so many burgundy dresses. To be fair, it is a very popular fall and winter color, so it could just be that's what they had for the season, but burgundy is in full swing right now, and I'm not mad about it. That one also gets a pass from me. I really like it. I would like to see forest green come back around with that as well, because I think when I started wearing burgundy, like back in college, I was also really into forest green. I had this forest green sweater that I loved and I deeply regret getting rid of, and like those two colors were deeply embedded in my wardrobe, and I would love it if those came back. Leopard print apparently has been big this year. I haven't seen it that much, at least in real life, but leopard print is one of those things that, I don't know, I don't feel like it ever really goes away. You're either a person who loves leopard print, cheetah print, whatever, or you're not. I personally am not. I have tried multiple times throughout my life to make it work in my wardrobe, and it just doesn't. It's just not for me, but I don't mind it on other people. So if other people are enjoying leopard print, I think that's fine. I'll give that one a pass. I have no qualms with it. I just won't be wearing it. But on the flip side, camo print. I feel like this has been something that's come up in the latter half of this year. I haven't really seen it much except for online, and it's just goofy. It's just really goofy to see people in the city who like haven't gone in the woods since their 5th grade field trip wearing camo print. Probably a lot of them are vegan too, which is even more ironic because it's like the hunting camo print. It's not like military camo print. So camo print for fashion, I'm gonna give this one a fail. I don't know, I just think it's goofy. And then the last pattern or print, it's not really a pattern, but it's a motif. Bows. Bows have been everywhere. A lot of people are definitely hitting bow fatigue right now. I'm personally fine with it. This one gets a pass as well. I think a lot of people do overdo it for sure. I have seen stuff where it's just like covered in bows and it looks ridiculous. But on the whole, again, I'm kind of a girly girl myself at heart. I like bows, I like girly frilly things. So this one I don't mind. I've seen people compare it to the mustache motif of the early 2010s. It's nothing like that. I'm sorry, what even was with the mustache? Like men's facial hair and putting it on our fingers, and like what even was that? That makes no sense. I feel like a simple little ribbon bow is just so much more widely applicable and versatile versus a mustache motif. Like, where did that come from? Was that because of the whole hipster thing at the time? I don't know, but I feel like bows are for everyone if done to a reasonable amount. Again, I don't think we need bows like vomited all over everything. The biggest positive to come out of this bow trend for me personally is just that it has encouraged me to try putting bows in my hair more, especially over the summer when I was braiding it in pigtails a lot. I just have a hard time doing anything with my hair. I just find it very frustrating and uncomfortable a lot of the time. So I don't know, adding little bows, just tying ribbons in my braids was a nice touch that I really liked. So bows get a pass from me. And then the last category I have is like specific items. The first one I'll start with is bag charms, or just charms in general. Just like the bows, the bag charms can definitely be overdone. I've seen some pictures where it's just like so much crap on someone's handbag and it makes no sense. And I'm also definitely not a fan of people buying stuff just to do the trend. And same thing with like charm necklaces. I actually quite like the charm necklaces. I made myself one earlier this year from stuff that I already had. So it was fun to be able to play with that trend, not having to buy anything. That's why I keep a box of old jewelry, bits and baubles that I'm not using. So I'll repurpose chains from necklaces I'm no longer wearing. I'll repurpose pendants and charms and whatnot. So I keep stuff like that precisely for things like this. And then for bag charms, I did try adding a couple, oh, I think I have them back here. I did actually try attaching a couple pendants that I had onto my like Tech Week show day bag, but I kind of found that these big ones got in the way and I was worried about damaging them, so I didn't really like that. But then what I did decide to do, again using supplies that I already had for the most part, I did have to buy a few charms. I did decide to add this little chain across my show day bag, and I have a little charm that correlates with each showcase that I've participated in for my students. Did that make any sense at all? I don't know if that made sense. So as I continue to teach at the studio and more showcases pass, I'm gonna add a little charm for each one just as like a commemorative thing. So bag charms in general, charms in general get a pass from me. I think it's a fun way to personalize and accessorize things, but I think we need to chill a little bit. It reached a fever pitch, it reached a frenzy that we didn't need. Next specific item, those Fry campus boots. Guys, what even was that all about? They're fine. I think the color is kind of ugly. I really don't like that yellow color. Again, I don't understand the frenzy. This one's gonna get a fail from me just because, I don't know, I love boots. I really do. I love wearing boots. I have so many boots, but I don't understand why everyone was like, this boot in particular, we need this boot. If this was a boot that you saw and you were like, oh, I really like that boot, I know that I would wear it a bunch, and you had the means to buy it, then by all means. But there was a point at which it felt like people were buying it just because it was a trending item, not because they genuinely liked it. And that's what I have a problem with. So I think the frenzy was just really overkill. Those get a fail. The tops that tie in the front, kind of the same thing. I don't know that it was a particular brand, but I just over the summer was seeing all of these tops that were like open here and then they tied. All I could think was it was a nip slip waiting to happen. They're not horrible. The style is not for me, but I think those are gonna be very emblematic of 2024, and within a year or two, people are gonna be over it. We're gonna be looking at that specific item of clothing and thinking, wow, that's very 2024. Apparently capris were trending this year. I did not see them. I don't know who is actually wearing them outside of the internet, so capris get a fail. I don't like capris. I proportionally have slightly shorter legs, so capris do not do me any favors. I will not be wearing them. If you like them, please wear them, please enjoy yourself, but they get a fail from me. And I think the one that we will end on is jorts. Automatically fail. I despise jorts. I know some people really enjoy them, really like them, but I cannot think of a single person, regardless of their height, their body shape, their whatever. I cannot think of a single person that I've seen in jorts and thought, man, those look really good on them. Not a one. They just are so goofy looking. Like, why? Maybe babies. Babies can wear jorts. I think no matter how long your legs are, they just make people look stumpy. Again, my legs are proportionally a bit shorter compared to my torso. I don't want anything to do with jorts. Let's please leave those in 2024. All right, I have yapped for quite long enough. That is just a quick, non-exhaustive look at some of the trends that supposedly there were in 2024. Again, like half of these I didn't actually see in real life. They were just online. I think we might see the overall fatigue with trends reach its peak in 2025. But I think that could be a good thing. I think we're gonna see a lot of people just say whatever, like who cares, and wear what they want and wear what they feel comfortable in and find more ways to personalize and customize their style. So you may have noticed I've been dumping a bunch of shorts over here. I'm trying to bring over some of the reels that I've posted on Instagram. I can't do that with all of them though, because some of them have copyrighted music that they sync up with and it just doesn't work without the music. So make sure that you go follow me over on Instagram to see the rest of those reels, and also just to stay up to date with anything behind the scenes. I post stories fairly regularly. So if you made it all the way to the end of this video, leave a little Christmas tree emoji down in the comments. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed hanging out today, make sure that you subscribe so we can hang out again next time. And I will see ya later. Yep, I think that's all I need to say. I think that's it. Okay, bye.